Hey guys, we are the Wickmans. My husband quit his job and we sold all of our things so we could spend more time together, travel the world, and learn new cultures. Join us as we navigate our lives in many beautiful new places.
Well, good morning, family.
Good morning, Mom. Little morning wrestle session. This is how we wake up in the mornings, wrestling around. These crazy kids, boy, 6 o'clock comes around and they're ready to rock and roll. There's no sleeping in around here. I feel like I want to lock them in a cage sometime and just close my eyes. So we got to do something with you. Sissy would sleep in. Xander is
standing on my head, pulling my hair.
the best part of waking up is ants all in your cup. You gonna do a little cleanup for me? Normally Xander comes out and does a little cleanup for us in the mornings. Okay, get it done for us, son. Thank you. Back on the road.
He's a Balinese driver, yeah.
I'm a Balinese driver, yeah.
You? Alright guys, so we just showed up to Pepito, our favorite little market, and we're pretty bummed because we planned to go to Ubud and get lunch and try a new restaurant out, but as we were driving here, I was looking at all the reviews, and literally every single one of the restaurants has a review that says food poisoning, so we don't want to take that risk. And now we are going to hit the little grocery store, get some stuff to make lunch, and we're going to have a little car picnic. Get in the cart and we'll push you around like a cute little puppy. Bananas. Some cheese. We'll do a strawberry yogurt. Mustard. Alright, let's say a little prayer that they have the good stuff. Oh yeah. Looks like they have 3 packs, maybe 4.
Alright, got some ham for some ham sandwiches. Pretty stoked on that. Nice. Good job, babe. You wanna try one of these?
Yeah.
Alright, we're also gonna grab a bag of ice.
Here, drink some of this. This is one of my favorite things about here. Everywhere always has a crustless bread option. Are you okay with crustless too, Dad? We got all our cold stuff packed up and we're gonna go find a cool spot to have a little picnic.
So we got all the food. We're trying to find parking here in Ubud. Yeah, I finally figured out how to say it. It still might not be perfect, but it's closer than Ubud. Parking is a little difficult, but it looks like we're just gonna park on the side of the road up here, right in the middle of kind of all these shops, and kind of get out and go check some stuff out. All right, well, we thought we found a parking garage. It was for motorbikes. He directed me somewhere this way that we would find one for cars. We'll see. We'll probably have to drive all the way back and go to the market tomorrow because this place will be completely closed by the time we get to it. Holy
so
cow.
optimistic, guys.
So the lunch segment's coming to a beginning. That's the most soothing thing I've done all day.
I literally could not. Hey brother, would you like a little piece of cheese? He's like, can I throw it?
I'm definitely hangry right now, but the sandwich is starting to help.
Hence why in my vows I said I would love you even when you're hangry. In my
Thank
life,
goodness.
I didn't know I would have 2 hangrier children than you.
I was gonna say 2, you got 3 of us. I really hope this camera is capturing the mood in this car. I don't know if it is, but I'm going nuts. If you don't know where to park in Ubud and you have a car, go to the Monkey Forest. I know you can park there. It might be a little bit of a walk, like 2.5 hour walk. But
Shane just noticed the coolest / cutest thing ever. That in every single corner, there's these little nests and there's these little tiny birds sleeping in them. This is the little picnic spot. We wanted a nice little cute picnic area, but you know, sometimes plans don't work out, so here we are. You're good, come on back, Dad.
I'm having flashbacks to Uluwatu's. That's the worst part about these busy towns is finding parking. It's not driving in them. Parking is the worst. That's another reason why most people do mopeds, because there's parking and stuff everywhere. There is no rules for mopeds, to be honest. So yeah, you can just park wherever you want, drive on the sidewalk, go down a one-way road. But if you do it in a car, it's frowned upon. This is what I can say, is at least we are getting all of these things worked out for you guys. So when you guys come, there's gonna be none of this. You know exactly where to go, what not to do, all the easy stuff, just like the visa. Get on our page, see what not to do, and you're gonna know exactly what to do.
Yay.
And we get to do it with 2 kids screaming at us. And if we weren't learning the hard way, we wouldn't be learning, period, because we wouldn't be here.
That's the truth. Preach it, Dad. Preach it.
Oh, I'm in a preaching mood right now.
Oh, I could tell.
Oh, parking's that way?
We've gotten told parking was, oh, it's just that way, it's just that way, it's just that way. Every way, we haven't found the way yet. Hi. Hi, little baby. Oh, cool.
Thank you, sir.
Whew.
10,000? You take 2,000.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, thank you.
10,000, sir.
Thank you.
30 back and
30 I can see. That dude doesn't know what I've been through this morning.
The only person who knows what we've been through this morning is gone.
So, you're gonna go around the big turn where the monkey forest is, and you're gonna come to the main strip, okay? And maybe a minute or 2 down the road, there's a Billabong store on the left, and across the street is a huge parking lot. They say it's free. It's actually 10,000 rupias, which is $1. It's less than $1. It's like 70-80 cents, so not bad. Hey baby, sorry for being fussy, okay? So there are some really cool shops in this area. Got a lot of nice stuff.
Look at this.
That's cool.
What you put into the universe has a way of paying you back in unexpected ways. Give only what you don't mind getting back to you.
All right, little update. We thought the kids would be easier to deal with once we got out of the car. Boy, were we wrong.
It's like a little ghost fish. Woohoo! Look how cool this store is. Look at that
Such a
fish.
cool chair. So it looks like a lot of the pricing in these shops are pretty on par with like United States, at least when you're in the fancier, more Americanized stores. And then I'm sure if you get over to like the traditional markets, they're probably a lot cheaper. All right, all you Crocs lovers. I didn't even know they had this many types of Crocs.
Am I the only one who didn't know they had 5 million accessories that you could add into these crock holes?
Pretty cool. On to the next one. So it is nice to know that if you come over here to Ubud, you'll have basically anything you're looking for in these shops. Higher end stuff, cheaper stuff, traditional stuff, local market type stuff. Basically got it all. Cool little mask.
T-shirt of Bali. I like this. I've never heard of.
All right, let's see if we like it. Oh my. Do a little spin.
Oh, I love that shirt. I love how it has a little tie. Is it Monopoly? Bali-opoly? These are handmade. They're beautiful. Wow. Wow. You see that purse up there, Taylor? Look how beautiful the purse is with the shell.
All right, I'm gonna get my first haircut since Manchester, so hook me up.
He definitely needs one. We are at Uncle John's Barbershop and Body Piercing Tattoo Studio. Forward view here. That's Daddy's hair. It's looking good, shaking up nice. Daddy loves getting his hair cut. Looking good, Daddy. Here's a haircut for Bubba. Which side do you part your hair, sir? Oh, okay, on the right. There you go. That's a real nice bun.
So I'm gonna start doing the reviews on the barbershops because I get them everywhere we go now. I would say, what do you think, babe? I like it a lot.
I love it.
Wow.
It's so clean.
That might be one of the better ones I've ever gotten. And it's crazy to see all the different barbers. They all have different styles of how they do it too. So definitely check out Uncle John's barbershop here in Ubud. They did an awesome job. Having a little breaky? Yeah. So if your thing is to come and, you know, check out a bunch of shops and walk around, either do some window shopping or actually buy some stuff, this is definitely a good place to come for that. And there's a lot of attractions that you can kind of set up to this little area, like ATV rides, waterfalls, rice fields, etc. So come and check it out. Min-piece mayonnaise.
Look how cute. Like they have a slinky, babe.
I see. What'd you get?
No. Nice. You want those, little girl?
Yeah. Get them?
Okay, those are really cute. They are 200,000. So that's about 12.
Girl, you're stunting them new shoes.
This looks like an accident waiting to happen. Let's get out of here before we own something here. All right, so when do we head back to the car?
Right now.
Really?
I'm ready.
Okay, good.
She doesn't like walking. There's a Bigfoot here in Ubud?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you hear him? See what you got, Mama.
Or the white bulb. What do you think? I want to go try this on.
All right, let's see what you got. Nice.
Thank you. A matching shirt with Mommy. So cute. All right, Daddy, you ready?
Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute.
It fits her perfect.
Oh.
Oh. Excuse me, girl. Wow. Look at these gold doors. We can't go in. We are almost back to the parking lot where our car is. We had a okay day here in Ubud. We aren't huge city people, as you guys know. We're more beachy kind of people. This isn't something that we really would do again, probably, but it is really cool to come check out the town and see all the little shops and stuff.
Plus, we got these two rascals with us, so to be able to walk through everything would be pretty hard to do in one day for us. So that was our little bit that we could do for one day, and hopefully we'll come back and maybe show y'all some more.
Yeah, I would like to come back and do more of like the traditional shops, which is actually what we came to do today. But there was no parking close by, and we just hopped on the first big parking lot that we could find.
All right, so as if the beginning of the trip wasn't frustrating enough, we just got back to the car and it won't unlock with the remote, which means the security system on the car won't let the car start. All right, so I guess we're gonna try to push start this thing. We have almost no room and we're like in the middle of a mud pit. So if you know anything about this, you kind of want a little bit of a good running start, and this is what we're working with. We'll see.
Holy cow, this is really what we're doing right now.
Put in first gear.
All right, it's in first gear. All right.
We'll tell you when.
No.
Try it.
I did. We are out here so wet, and y'all, and I think Daddy just got talked into going on a motorbike to go try to find a battery to buy. That's a bit stressful for Mom, because me and the kids are stuck here in a parking lot. Joys. No, we're not gonna be stuck forever. All right, guys, so I guess Dad's about to go on a little moped ride to try and buy us a new battery. I am not a fan of that idea at all, but it's pretty much our only option, and me and the kids are stuck in the middle of this parking lot sweating our absolute butts off. So, joys. Everybody, I know if you see this, it will already be after, but say a prayer for Daddy, because I do not like him being on a moped at all. It does look like they're putting a helmet on him though, so that makes me feel a little better.
I don't know what that other battery is, so I got to get a picture of it or something. I need to take your phone. Mine's dead.
Yeah. Kiss, please.
Love you.
I love you. We don't separate often, and when we do, I usually know he's being safe because he's like the most safest driver ever. So like to have him going on something I don't even know how this person drives, it freaks me out.
That's so brave.
Daddy is so brave.
Didn't expect this. When you're on these trips, man, and definitely expect the unexpected because it happens all the time. I should be going to Pepito to get some groceries. Now all of a sudden we're going to get a battery. I know Allie's freaking out right now. But first I think we went by one of his friend's house to see if he had jumper cables. Then we just stopped by the place where he thought the batteries would be, and they were closed, so that's awesome. Now I don't even know where we're going. What an awesome time this is, but part of the story. Oh, so this is now the second shop we've gone to, and they are closed. Sunday is not a good day to be doing this. And we're back to the parking lot. No jumpers, no battery. Everything's closed. Closed.
No.
Don't have that.
What do we do?
We're gonna have to get a taxi back to town, leave the car here. Probably.
All right, so Daddy just got back on the motorbike, drove 30 minutes, and the store was closed. A bunch of people from the parking lot are trying to help us out right now.
Things like this happen all the time on these big trips, or just trips in general.
Guess what? I could care less about the battery. I'm just glad Daddy's back.
The verdict was nothing was open, so we ended up having to get a taxi all the way back to the house, or we're getting a taxi back to the house, and we'll have to deal with the battery tomorrow.
All that extra food from Pepito is coming in handy for our over-hour drive.
Well, outside of the first day here when we got a taxi to our house, this is the first taxi we've been in. Thank you very much.
Yes.
You're welcome. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice to be sitting in the passenger seat relaxing, enjoying the drive. Well guys, we made it home. Whew, how about the end of that day? Dead battery, taxi back from Ubud all the way to Sukawati, which was not bad. It was 150,000, so it's like $9, which was a 40-minute ride. So you tell me if that was a pretty good price or not. Gonna have to buy a battery tomorrow. They're saying it's about 700,000. Take another taxi back and change the battery. So that one hurts, but it is what it is. It'll just be part of the story one day. You.
I am just happy we made it home safe, all of us together as a family. When things like today happen, it really makes me think and pray, and because I know some of you know this, but a lot of you guys might not. My nephew, Zachariah, passed away in a motorcycle accident, so having any of my family be on a bike like that, especially here in Bali where it's just very dangerous. We've been here for 4 weeks now, and we've seen accidents, and the motorbike drivers are not the safest here, so I was very, very concerned when Shane jumped on the back of somebody's bike that I don't even know. I'm just glad that he got back safe and we're all home, able to enjoy this meal together.
Alright guys, we're gonna wrap up today's video with a shot of the resident geckos of the house. Also, we're super thankful that everybody got home safe today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and like always, like and subscribe. You!